Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kadash, for giving me the spirit and power to make this lesson. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach this truth and rule well. Wabarakatam unto the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000 on down to the sincere men, women, and children that do believe. This is the Brother Gabar from the branch of Great Millstone, Dallas. And this is another lesson. And this is going to be over how we have the keys to this treasure. All right. Where we can perform these miracles. All right. Where we can have the confidence. All right. To face uncertain sights. All right. That seem contrary to our life, our flesh. All right. All because we fear the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the key to that mindset. The mindset that David had going against Goliath. All right. And getting that win against him because the Lord was with him. The key to having the Lord with you. All of it is tied into the roots. All right. Sirach chapter 1, verse 20 and 21. All right. The fear of the Lord and how important that is. And when you really zone in on that mindset, because the Lord wants you to zone in on that mindset. Because when you do, everything else blossoms. When you focus on the roots of a plant, the branches get better. It doesn't wilt because it's getting the proper nutrients. It's getting the sunlight it needs to get. All right. Because it's in the right place. It's getting the water, the nourishment that it needs to get because it's getting its roots deep enough to collect that. You see? All right. So likewise, we have to be those good roots where there's no stones in the ground. All right. Going into the parable of the sower so that our roots can get deep. All right. And really get some root in this thing. All right. Like people will say, well, you wasn't rooted or you got to be rooted. Well, we have to be rooted in this truth. All right. And the root is the fear of the Lord. All right. And that takes you a long way in this thing. OK, Sirach chapter 2 and 10. You look at the generation of old, the ones that fear the Lord, they was never forsaken nor confounded. Likewise, we won't be in real time in our situations. OK, now this is Psalms chapter 34 in verse 7. The angel of the Lord Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. OK, so if you fear the Lord, if you depart from evil, all right, and you hate evil, the Lord is going to command his angels to be around you. And to do what? To deliver you. Deliver you from all kinds of hell, all kinds of situations. All right. And to increase you on your spiritual journey. All right. To keep pushing. And at times, those angels will literally physically manifest themselves to you. All right. They could come in a form as a person on the street or something. Maybe they say some words or something, you know, or they can actually come in an angelic form and manifest themselves for your eyes to see. All right. So that you could believe, so that you could keep going, keep fighting, so that you could repent. All right. So that you can fear more, so that you can do better. OK. But these angels are around to deliver you. Now, we're all going to want deliverance. So we all should fear the Lord. They go hand in hand. The ones that are without the fear of the Lord, they're not going to have deliverance when these plagues come at a higher level because they're already here. But when stuff start happening on a heavier level, Jacob's trouble officially begins. All right. It's pestilence. It's famine. All right. There ain't no food in the grocery stores. Ain't no food in people's pantries. Ain't no food in people's stomachs. Then they're going to resort to what? They're going to resort to violence. They're going to resort to going against each other, as the scriptures say. All right. Because of lack of bread and tribulation, they're going to spoil each other's goods. All right. And they're not going to have no pity. OK, it says that in 2nd Ezra, man. All right. So this the time we in. All right. So that also means we're in a time to fear the Lord and to fear the Lord greatly and to be increasing in that mindset. OK, let's read that again. Psalms 34 and 7. The angel of the Lord Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. OK, so to tap into that deliverance, to tap into those miracles, because it's going to take divine intervention to get out of the situations we're in, but also really what's coming. Ultimately, those missiles we're going to need to go up. All right. So it's going to take faith, but faith comes from you fearing the Lord. Okay. That's what it comes from. So we can grab that right quick. This is Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 26. In the fear of the Lord Yahweh is strong confidence. That word strong means powerful. That word confidence means trust, hope, faith, belief. So Yahweh Shai said, the Son of Man is coming back to earth to find faith on earth. So if you got faith by default, you fear the Lord, because that's where it's coming from. It's inside of that treasure chest. Okay. And if you don't fear the Lord, you're not going to get anything out of that treasure chest. So the fear of the Lord is your access key to all of this. And the more you fear the Lord, the more you're opening that box and you're pulling out more gold coins. This is, matter of fact, I'll finish this off first. Proverbs 14:26. In the fear of the Lord Yahweh is strong confidence, and in his children shall have a place of refuge. Right. That's the deliverance. And what's that place? Behind the back of the angels, because they're fighting for you. All right. And it can come in different ways and come in different fashions, but that's how the Lord is doing it. He got his angels here, all right, to deliver us. All right. So this is going to be a very great thing to see as we go through this time of Jacob's trouble, to see these mighty deliverances, because we're going to be in heavy situations. The scriptures speak about Isaiah 59:19. The enemy shall come in like a flood, but the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard. And where a standard goes into pit to flight or to take flight. So we're about to get ready to see some great things happen in the earth. All right. And Esau knows this. All right. That's why he's trying to move strategically. But really, he has to hurry up with his plans, because the Lord cut the time short. It's too much going on. So now he's kind of hurrying. He's scurrying to, really try to complete this. They don't got time to 2030 to 2040, 2050, the gradualism plans that they got to draw this thing out and get this. No, they got to do it now. That's why we see stuff happening at a rapid pace. The time is cut short. We prayed for a few days unto us. What does that mean? That means that stuff is going to speed up. Okay. But in that, you have to be speeding up on your mindset when focusing on the fear of the Lord. All right. You can't be in the same place. You can't be, what's it called? Staggering. I believe is a word like that. But you can't be in the same place with your fear of the Lord. You have to increase. You have to always be striving for better, And this mindset gives you confidence. We can read that, all right, in 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 15. It says, and when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, and hosts compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. So in the side of things, that's like you through. Horses and chariots. Imagine, all right, if troops come to your house right now, they roll in, they got a helicopter, they got 12 police cars, all right, they got 16 squad cars, and they all deep in there. They got swords, modern day swords, they got guns, they got rifles, they got a sniper on the roof across the street. They got all that, man. You surrounded. They tell you to come out with your hands up. That's the equivalent. All right. Because having horses and chariots, that's that military might. It says, and hosts compassed the city both with horses and chariots, and his servant said unto him, alas, my master, how shall we do? Right. Like, what we going to do? And he answered, and this is Elisha, and he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. You see the confidence on him. Why? Because he feared the Lord. The Lord was with him. Okay. Fear not. All right. So he had confidence. He had that faith in Yahweh B'Shem Shah, to where he wasn't scared. All right. He wasn't all timid. Now, of course, in the flesh, it ain't like, prime example, Yahweh Shai sweating blood before his time of suffering. It ain't like the flesh, just nothing. And, you all in the, nah, man, we're in the flesh, So the flesh will have emotions, all right, but the spirit has to kick in, okay? And ultimately, you can't fear, all right? You have to fear Yahweh Bashim Shai and believe in him and move with what he wants you to do, all right? And then he's going to grant you with this mindset. Let's grab that right quick and we'll jump back. And this is going to be very, very important in a time of Jacob's trouble, because the men with this mindset are going to make it. Okay? 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7. For Yahweh hath not given us the spirit of fear. You see that? The Lord has not given us the spirit of fear. Oh, I don't know what we're going to do. We've been serving the Lord and being diligent this whole time, but shit, I don't know how we're going to eat. No, man. We have confidence in the scriptures. So we don't fear anything that happens on earth in the flesh, because we know our power is the power that works miracles, the power of salvation. All right. And those angels are around us. All right. To do so, as long as we fear the Lord. For Yahweh has not given us the spirit of fear. That's why he said, fear not, because the Lord didn't give him the spirit of fear because he feared him. So he gave him the spirit of wisdom. And we're going to touch into that. It says, not giving us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind, right? To be calm in these situations. All right. To keep our head when a crisis comes. All right. That's what the Lord has given us. And you can get that more. You can tap into it more if you tap into the Lord more, if you fear him more. Because what does roots do? The roots are the fear of the Lord. But what does roots do to a plant? They convey nutrients to the rest of the plant so it can grow, so it can produce its fruit, so it can blossom. So if your roots are getting deeper, you're collecting more of that nutrients, more of that spirit. All right. And it's going into more of that plant. All right. Which is growing in you. All right. Which is wisdom in you. Okay. So if you got a little bit of fear, well, if your fear is only like grass and your roots are an inch deep, well, you're going to wither away when a storm comes. Okay. When tribulation comes, you're going to be gone fast. But if you have roots, all right, like a mustard seed, how it's planted and it's nourished and it grows, then you're going to be unmovable. You're going to be able to do whatsoever you saith, because your roots are going to get deep, because it's going to grow. Salakia. So your roots are going to grow because what? Because a mustard seed is one of the biggest trees once it's sown in the earth and it's raised up. All right. But you have to give it its proper nourishment. Okay. So the Lord has given us the spirit of power, all right, and of love and a sound mind, not the spirit of fear and scaredness and being a coward. That's not what Elisha was. And he was a man of God. He was a man of Yahweh. Likewise, we're men of the Lord. So the Lord has blessed us with this same spirit. All right. And brothers are going to be doing miracles, man. Miracles have already happened. But it's going to be even heavier ones that happen as we grow more with this spirit. Now, going back, because I wanted to point that out. That's why he said, fear not, because he didn't fear because he feared the Lord. So the Lord didn't give him the spirit of fear to fear the sight of things. All right. But to believe and have faith. All right. And what happened? Back in 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 16. And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. Right. We got more power. We got more might. Verse 17. And Elisha, and that's because the angels are around us. And you're about to see that. Verse 17. And Elisha prayed and said, Yahweh, I pray thee, Yahweh Bashim Shai, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. Right. So they had horses and chariots in the carnal, but Elisha had these horses and chariots in the spirit, which is way more powerful than any carnal weapon. Okay. When you speak about what the chariots can do. Okay. So the Lord bestowed power on Elisha. All right. And he prayed, and his answer was his prayer was heard. It was answered. And he opened the eyes of that servant of Elisha. OK. And he seen what? He seen the power, all right, around him. All right. That's why Elisha didn't fear. All right. Because what? because he knew that he had safety from above. And that's good. That got to be our mindset going into this time. Okay. Verse 18. And when they came down to Elisha, Elisha prayed unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai and said, smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. That's power. All right. He shall have whatsoever he saith. Yahweh Shai said that. That's what Elisha had. That's power. You ask for something and it just happens. It's famine and you ask for the bread and the fish to be multiplied and it is. Okay? You ask for the food to be multiplied or to be fed and you get fed. That's power. You don't think that's power? Or you manifest some, all right, same way. Asking for it, just like Yahweh Shah did, all right? So that's pure power, man. Okay? That is pure power from on high. As he said, he has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. But you're not going to get that if you don't fear the Lord. That's the key to all of this. But as you can see, Elisha prayed, all right, and asked for this one man's eyes to be open. And then he asked for this multitude of men to have their eyes closed. So that's power to, all right, to bless, all right, and power to curse. All right, what the scriptures say, even the devils are subject unto us in thy name. All right, he sent the disciples out 2 by 2 into certain places and they came back like that because he gave them power. Okay. So, hey, man, this is some heavy, heavy power, all right, that we have in our hands that we can tap into even more. Okay. And we're going to have to get through this time, you know, and that's all I get on that account. But you can see the confidence on Elisha. He knew the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. So he had confidence. He didn't fear the sight of things. Okay. Now, Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. I want to get this in the let's see. In the New International Version, Isaiah 33 and 6. He will be the sure foundation for your times, right? Speaking about building on that foundation, on that rock, all right? Instead of not building on any foundation, building on sand and that storm coming, all right? And beating on that house and it not falling over, it not being broken down because you built on the right foundation, and the ones that didn't, that house was gonna, it fell down. It shook and fell down fast because the Lord is the one that sustains. It says, if you fear the Lord, you will abide satisfied. All right. Meaning you won't lack. Okay. You will not want any good thing. Meaning you're not going to be lacking. Okay. You're going to have all the stuff you need to be taken care of, to eat, to survive. It says, he will be the sure foundation for your times, a rich store of salvation and wisdom and knowledge. The fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is the key to this treasure. You see? And that's the moral, all right, of this lesson. That's the that's what I'm trying to express in this lesson. The fear of the Lord is the key to that mindset, all right, to that power, so that all these things can happen for you in your personal life, all right, because they happen to brothers, all right, and they're going to happen on a higher level, but you need this. I need this, you see, and we can tap more into this, all right. Elisha did those things, all right, but it's men on the Lord on earth right now, all right, that are going to do greater things. And Elisha called down fire, you see, because Yahweh Shah, did he not say, the works that I do, you're going to do also in greater, because I go unto my Father. What was he doing when he go to the Father? He went to get the power for us to send it down. Okay, but how are you going to access it if you don't fear the Lord? Isaiah 33 and 6, New International Version. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, is the key to this treasure. You see? These are the keys to opening that treasure box, to drawing out those coins, all right, to perform these miraculous things. This is the key to it all. And you're going to need this in that time of Jacob's trouble, man, because it's going to be real bad. The sight is going to be real bad, so you're going to need a lot of faith to get through it. But you can see the confidence that was on Elisha to do these things. And that same confidence is on us, but we can tap into it even more. All right, we can open more of that box up. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. Right. And that's what he was doing. And we damn sure got to walk by faith and not by sight in the time that we in, and in the time of Jacob's trouble that we're fastly approaching. So I just wanted to express that in this lesson in Lord's will that was edifying. All right. The confidence that Elisha had, all right, we can have. Okay. But you have to fear the Lord. That's how you're going to access that confidence. That's how you're going to access that faith for troops to roll in or you to be in whatever situation and you can still say, fear not, you know, and to be of a sound mind. Well, the Lord has to give you that spirit, but you're not going to access, you're not going to tap into it if you don't fear the Lord. So fear the Lord. That's the keys. That's the access to it all. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai for giving me the spirit and power to make this lesson. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching this truth and ruling well. Wa Barakatham unto the hopeful elect. Call me Yasharallah. Shalom.